Torrey Verdi looking for his team to put forth their best effort every game. Obviously, the wins and losses have not been where they hoped. 3.7 assists per game for Hagans on the year. Leads ACC freshman in that category. And here she is. Hoists a three from the top of the arc, and it's good.
Improving, growing through the years, growing through her first freshman year here at Pitt.
Johnson gets the and one.
And that's a great take for Johnson in transition.
And a good possession out of the timeout for Stanford. You hit the three and get that lead right back.
A couple new faces for Pitt that entered the floor. Shamfai again off to a hot start early tonight in Pittsburgh.
Laura Shamfai, the freshman from won't go. Shamfai, the offensive rebound. Clardy, the three, yes. Brianne, you just talked about how the Panthers have been doing a relatively good job of keeping Stanford off the offensive glass.
And if Hagans was going to finish that was going to be an ESPN top 10 type of play. She is so fun to watch when she gets out in transition.
Instead, Swain responds with the three for Stanford. Stanford on the season, they average 7.5 three-pointers per game, which is fourth in the ACC. They already have 6 tonight, but Michaela Johnson counters once again for Pitt. A 33% three-point shooter on the season, 4 for 6 tonight. And poked away by Swain. Nobody in front of her. Hailee Swain gets the scoop and score for Stanford to put them up 11. Quickness and the improvement of her defense as well. You see a freshman get the takeaway and finish on the other end. She's got 11 points in this game.
Making direct lines to the basket and hitting them for assists.
Johnson spinning and finishing against Ogden. Michaela Johnson up to 14. Just like that, it's a 2-point game. Pittsburgh has not led in this one. Clardy's three is good. Chloe Clardy all the way in the backcourt right before the break. And now Villegas trying to throw it off Clardy. Good defense by Stanford. Now Clardy the other way, lays it up and in. The national title in 1992. And actually spent time as a corporate attorney not long after finishing school. Started to come alive, and it shows tonight, propelling Stanford to the 10-point lead. Ogden works her way into the paint and gets the two. Ogden is up to 13.
Ogden, another one having a big performance for the Stanford Cardinal in the second half especially.
Johnson step back against Shamfai. It's pure.
And they're going to need to keep going to Johnson. They need to go to her every possession right now if they want to get back in this basketball game.
Michaela Johnson, 16 points, 6 for 14 from the floor. The margin is 10, but Shamfai in the Cardinal continue to punch back.
Yeah, you wonder if they'll pull that back out, Jason. Because it was working in that first half besides those second chance points.
The game. It started out, Shamfai was very hot. Then Hailee Swain had her moment. Chloe Clardy has been good. And now Courtney Ogden is coming alive for them as well. As a team that could make another deep run for Stanford in the big dance. And now a turnover forced by the Cardinal. Up to Ijiwoye.
Yeah, Ijiwoye.
Here's Ogden, found some space to hit the J.
Ogden again with that nice looking 15-foot jumper.
So we spoke earlier about the difficulty in the ACC. It is an adjustment, but plays like that get Torrey Verdi excited about what she can be.
Yeah, and that's a better read for her there. She sees the switch. It was an on-ball screen. The post switches off, so she has a mismatch, and she takes advantage of it.
Shamfai rattles it home on the other end. A strong take. Early February, games starting to matter a lot. To have a night like this for Shamfai, 15 points, 19 boards. Has to be so big for her confidence down the stretch of the season. Shamfai, the first-year player for the Cardinal, very impressive in her own right. But Jahate gets the and one.
That was a great take by Fati. As you mentioned on the season, the blocks
Ogden, nice jab step before drilling a triple. 12 points in the fourth quarter alone, and Stanford has 11 threes in the game. Villegas connects on a three of her own.
And they, unbelievable.
And Clardy takes advantage of the second chance opportunity. So Cardinal next will be going to Atlanta to take on Georgia Tech. And Kate Fay mentioning her team very excited for that one.
Doesn't matter. What an athletic block from Johnson to get up there and time it just right.
Tori Verdi telling us straight up. And Hailee Swain hits one for good measure.
That is hard to defend. Hard to beat, Jason.
So the Panthers had it within 2 in the third quarter, but Stanford coming alive late